Okay, I mean, I haven't recorded in a little while, but this will be a short video. I might set my camera over to the side actually. It'll just be a short video. I have my list here, but I'm not going to be cold calling today because I don't have so much time. Okay, and that's unpaused. I just zoned out for a good minute. So, I mean, as you can see clearly right here, we have S&P 500 chart. I'll bring it down to the 3 minute. We have, starting from here, this candle to here is the day of Tuesday, the 16th of May, 2023. Bullshit. Look at this. Wait, let me try and look at this what is that? Never mind. Look at this bullshit. Look at that bullshit fucking price action. It stayed within $1 range, which I guess is not that fucking bad. But you bring it over to the 50 minute and it's just consolidation for the whole fucking day. I mean, look at that. It's just wicks. It's either huge wicks on these candles over and over again, or it's a fucking huge candle with bare fucking momentum. You can tell a candle has high momentum by the size of its wicks. This candle is very, despite it being a green candle, it's not a very bullish candle. This, on the other hand, the bigger the body of a candle, the more momentum and the more, pressure there actually is. I mean, obviously we have the volume down here, which is the most important thing in day trading. I'm actually going to change /L by route key. Cool. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Y is unpause. I is unpause. What did I even just fucking do? What the fuck? Okay, cool. I took 2 trades today, and if we pull up my journal, these were the 2 I took. Obviously, I don't, I mean, they were red. They're also paper trades. I don't trade with real money. I know, a little quick guide to my journal. Here are the pictures that I take. I trade on my phone because, when the market's open, I usually trade in between 9:30 to 12 or 11:40 because 11:40 is when I go on lunch break. I trade at school. I'm on my phone. Sometimes I'll bring my laptop, like Thursday, when I'll skip my first 2 periods because my biology class is going on, road trip, and whatever. But I trade on my phone. And this is the entry price, exit price, contract price at entry, contract price at exit, percentage gain or loss, percent money. Yep. And in this fucking column, I have my setup, what's going through my head, what I spot, what I see, what I'm trading with. And this is after the end of the trade. Obviously, these aren't all of my trades. This is about 75% of them. Starting off with the first trade, as you can see, I added this at 10:40. Come back. Where's 10:40? I'm on the 3 minute. I only trade on the 3 minute, really. 3 and 5 minute. Those are the 2 lowest time frames that I use to day trade. But as you can see, okay, let me run you through this trade first. Right here, I was trying to take a big 1 candle scalp, and I remember it's a little bit more difficult to tell here, because of the whole, you can see the whole day, you can see every bar from the whole day. But right here, when it stops just, at this candle, and this candle's trying to fill, you have to pay attention to price action. That's what I've kind of been trying to get really good at reading, because if you can read price action, then you can read the market. Obviously, the market is not just price action, but price action is the amalgamation of market events, volume, volatility, Fed presidents, Jay Powell, fuck your puts, fuck your calls, Jay Powell's got you by the balls, you know what I mean? And so when you're looking this, obviously, I'm checking the VIX as well. This is what my VIX looks like. These are my levels. Oh fuck! I remember trying to trade this. This is so annoying. But you know, while you're here, it's a lot harder to tell. Oh, here's my stop loss from a different trade, from the second trade of the day actually. Basically, I was looking for a single candle scalp down to somewhere here, down to here, right? But what I had completely decided to kind of just ignore is this little bit of price action that I added after I sold my puts on this candle right here back. What was the price? Back 30 cents more expensive than when I got in. I got in at about here, and then I got out about here. So that's great, incredible trading. And for some reason, I just decided to not pay attention to this, very interesting piece of candle formations. The wicks here are not that big, signifying there's not much liquidity sitting at this area. But usually I kind of like to, if I see two candles wick like this or like this, I just like to mark it out. And unless, for example, I did the same here, and it couldn't go up, came all the way back down, right? So I like to mark my stuff like this, and for some reason I didn't mark this, and then as you can see, it came straight back into this area of interest, came back up, and then you can extend it even further, and it hit right here too. Came back down, almost an hour later, 15 minutes later, came straight back down. Huge momentum. This candle signifies large amounts of of selling pressure, right? The bigger the body, the bigger the selling pressure. But then it comes back and it hits this level again. Small wick, gets eaten up a little bit. This candle isn't that crazy, plus has a big topside wick. But as you can see, the past two times we've hit this level, it just goes straight back up. And of course, that does not mean that every time you hit that level, it's just going to go straight back up. That's not how trading works. You have to watch the volume, and you have to watch the volatility. But more importantly, what makes a candle fill through an area of interest like this, if it bounces off twice, 1, 2, and then bounces off a third time, what would make this candle, this next candle, go straight through it, kind of like this one, is volume. Volume was escalating, and then it kind of de-escalated, and as you can see here, very high selling pressure, and the buyers kind of start to creep in, and who knows, Wall Street maybe has a buy order at $411.05 to whenever the price hits here, buy a fucking $1 billion worth of SPY, right? Maybe that's what's happening on Wall Street in New York. Who knows? But wow, I'm rambling a lot today. The point is I chose to ignore that. For some reason, I chose to ignore that, and I don't know. I wasn't thinking straight, because obviously, oh, what the hell is on my head? It's one thing being able to see the price action, and there's another thing being able to understand the price action. And, seeing the price get bought up very heavily, very aggressively and wow, that is so fascinating. That is so fascinating. And would you look at that? The only time it broke through is when you had the crazy escalation of volume at the end of the day, like you have every day. Just very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. What was I saying? I'm talking so much today. I don't know. The point is that I got the fucking trade wrong. I had a thesis it was going to come back down here, and it didn't. Because I chose to ignore this little piece of price action. And as you can see, it bounced 4 times during the whole day. Which is, this is clearly a very, very important spot to where Wall Street will fucking buy fucking $500 million worth of SPY at this price level at 11.05. So every time the price touches, it'll just shoot back up, as you can clearly see here, 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 and here. And here you even had quite a good run. These two spots, they clearly put in like $2 billion worth of SPY, and they brought it back up to almost the high of day. Now, onto my second trade. Now this trade, I I really felt confident about this one. It was somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm fairly certain that my entry was here, right at this daily level. So my original thesis for this trade over here is that it would come back down to this level, right? And then it would rocket all, or not rocket, but you know, it would eventually come from 410.85 all the way up to at least this pre-market low, or maybe just this daily level. Who knows? Maybe it would have just stayed in between this range. But I was, you know, kind of thinking they would come somewhere up here, right? And so with this trade at first, I tried to catch, you know, at least half of the move on the way down. But, you know, as we explained a couple of minutes ago, that's not the case. And it just bounced off right here. And so, after a little bit of consolidation, I kind of saw it was right about here that I saw. And, you know, my thesis was still that it was going to go up to this pre-market low or this pre-market level that I had marked during the mornings. And I entered a call, 411 0 DTE call. Obviously, I'm still paper trading, so I kind of have no risk on that, but I'm trying to learn. But I took the trade. I'm watching volume. I'm watching the VIX. Although the VIX at this point was like here, which is like some fucking bullshit. How the fuck? This doesn't say anything. Big red candle, 2 green candles, red candle, green candles. Like, what is that? How the VIX consolidating makes everything so much more confusing, because the VIX is a volatility index. It's the fear and greed index. How the fuck am I like, bro? Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, I'm rambling a lot today, but the point is that I wanted to see this go up, right to at least here, and it didn't. And then after this trade, you know, then I was in class, I was doing some schoolwork, I think. Or no, I was actually skipping. Whatever. I ignored my stop loss because a lot of the times when I take trades previously, I'll take a trade and it'll retrace on me. And, you know, I'll set a 25-cent stop loss. It'll smash the stop loss. Or it'll go through, it'll go like this. What a stupid fucking demonstration. It'll hit my stop loss, exit the position, and then sometimes like yesterday, I think it was 3 candles. I took 2 trades yesterday. One of them, 3 candles after I exited. 3-minute candles, so less than 10 minutes after I exited, it hit my take profit. And then the second trade of the day yesterday, it was 18 minutes, 17 minutes, or some shit like that, after I sold my position, that it hit my take profit. So I was very confident on this trade. Yes, I did look at the news for the day, and you know, it was very mixed. I'm pretty sure we had like plus 0.3% industrial revolution or some bullshit. But then like import sales were like down the lowest ever since like March 2020 or some. I don't know. It was confusing. But you know, I'm paper trading. I still chose to trade today, and so I was confident in my trade. But I mean, now I know that news kind of fucks shit up. When you have conflicting news, your fucking price action will look like this. It'll just chip the whole day, right? And so I was confident in my trade, very confident. I ignore my stop loss, whatever, because you know, I didn't want to exit my position and then it skyrocket. And then we had this huge candle that, wow, would you look at this? That is so interesting how it also lines up with the candles from the beginning of the day a little bit, not really. But man, look at that. Wow, straight through all the consolidation. Wow. And oh wow, it keeps going. Wow. I hope I'm recording this. Yeah, I am. 15 minutes, what the fuck? I don't feel like editing this. I'm not editing this. Fuck this shit. But the point is, like I've said multiple times, because I keep on fucking talking, I was wrong, right? And then it came back down here and it chips, and I think I exited like down here because I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this shit. And then I kind of just looked at the price action for the next 30 minutes, right? Up until here, I watched all of this. and it's just it's not going anywhere. Like it went somewhere a little bit, but then it came back down immediately, and it's like it's not going anywhere, right? And that's because of the news. Because sometimes the market will act like this for multiple days, but I mean, look at yesterday's price action. Look at these fucking movements, all the way down. Oh. All the way down. And it'll come up, down, up. Like yesterday compared to today was bullshit. And I realized that this is because of the news. And, otherwise I think this trade that I took would have been a very good one. But it wasn't. And for some reason, I've been talking and I've been recording for 16 minutes. I don't feel like editing this. I'm not going to. Fuck you. Yes.